I've got a story to share that might completely impact your life. The way you behave, the way you speak, how you speak, how you think, and how you feel. So allow me this opportunity to share a story that happened just a few hours ago. And it went like this. No. I was in a restaurant. It was packed. I think it was end of regulation of the Spain versus Argentina World Cup finals. There was no scoring that happened for the first 90 minutes. Everybody got up, stretched their legs. I went to the restroom. There's a huge line. So I came right back to the table. And as I was walking back, I noticed a lot of people wearing the Spain jersey. The red jersey, blue stripes. I liked it, I said. I like this jersey. And when I sat down next to my friend, I told him, I was like, dude, I really like the Spanish jersey. He said, yeah, look, it looks great, yeah. That was and by the way, let me zoom out a little bit and just express to you that this was, I mean, it happens every 4 years, but I think this is the most I've been into the World Cup in the last few World Cups. And maybe it's because the fact that, America, the Americas have hosted the games, and Miami specifically, where I live, have hosted a few games, including the one from yesterday with France versus England, which was a great game, by the way. Wow. But anywho, let's get right into the story. The only time that I said I like somebody's jersey, I think it was for Holland's team. And they had this like kind of just Nordic vibe about them. But anywho, that was the second time I mentioned that I like somebody's jersey. Okay. We're back. It's now extra time. And I'm laughing because we've got like maybe 15 minutes to go. And we're like, yeah, well, I think this is, and I'm turning to my friend, and we've got a few friends that were, talking to each other. It's like, yeah, I'm pretty sure this is going to go to penalties. And then we're like kind of just chatting about this. And all of a sudden, you hear the entire crowd in the restaurant. They just got up and started cheering. There's a lot of Spanish fans there, supporters. And they just went wild. Golazo. Spain was up 1-0 with 10 minutes to go, or 15 minutes ago. They were a few minutes from being world champions. And they were able to hold off Argentina, and they won. Congratulations, Spain, by the way. Our table was all going for Spain. Though I wouldn't be mad if Messi did his thing, because he's considered to be a GOAT, and to be witnessing that greatness in real time, I would have been happy with that also. But my preference was certainly Spain. So congratulations, Spain, and those supporters of Spain. Which was, if you're not Argentinian, the vast majority of Miami was going for Spain. But if you're from Argentina, you're going for Argentina, clearly. So, Spain is the champ now. And you know, as soon as Spain won, I was like, I am definitely, like, I saw those guys on TV and they were just celebrating and they were just having, I mean, they won first place. There's so much emotion going on, and celebration, and everyone's just hugging each other, and the Spaniards were going crazy. And I was like, I definitely need a Spanish jersey now. Then I thought to myself, why would I, from the first time I said, hey, I like the jersey. It's a nice compliment. They won, and all of a sudden I'm just like, I need that jersey. Why didn't I say, like, why not say that about a normal red jersey? I don't even play football. Soccer. I don't even play football. Why would I even get a jersey? Why would I like a red jersey? Well, this specific red jersey is representing the champion, the number one, the alpha, the winner. Who doesn't want to be associated with a winner? And that's what makes a difference between the Spanish jersey versus a normal red jersey that has any other wording on it or representing any other country or has another kind of design. No, I want that Spanish jersey. That, and there's more, there's other factors why I obviously rooted for Spain for a reason, but in summary, it's the storyline also, and probably the most important factor of it all for me wanting to pay whatever jerseys cost nowadays. What is it? 40, 50, $100? Why do I be willing to pay that money for that jersey? It's the journey. It's that I've been seeing these games, like I said earlier. I've been super involved in this World Cup tournament, and I've been seeing almost every single game. And with each game that I see them, I get closer. I build a connection. I might notice more players. I might notice more of their personalities. I might notice the coach more, how they play, how they talk, how they behave. So the more I see them, the more I get familiar with them, the more bonding there is. I mean, I'm not spending personal time with them, but and now I'm a fan. Now I'm a supporter. Now I would like to contribute to them financially, but also representing the country when I wear it. So you're like, okay, Victor, what does this all mean? Where is this going? What is the point of you sharing this? Why is it important to me? Why did I just spend the last 10 minutes watching this? Well, the point is this, dear viewer, and thank you for sticking with me for this entire time. The point is this, is that the more you share, or the more one shares their journey, their story, the more potential support, connection, trust one earns by sharing their journey, by sharing their story. Just the same way that if you share a quote unquote positive journey or experience or story, you might get a certain kind of reaction and you might draw certain kind of people towards you. So I guess my question to you is, what kind of story are you sharing? What kind of journey are you sharing? And I don't even mean about sharing it on YouTube, showing it on social media, maybe on the IG story or a post or TikTok or a LinkedIn post or a voice note on WhatsApp or a text message or a phone call or a conversation with somebody personally. We're always sharing our stories or our journeys. So what are you sharing? Is it what you want to share? Well, you're asking, of course. Well, yeah, it just comes out naturally. Yeah, but are you conscious about what you're sharing? What do you want to share? And let's take it back to the football analogy, right? There's other teams perhaps that certain people did not like those teams because the way that they played the game. Some might call it a little bit dirty. Some might play it too rough. And they didn't like that team. So they kind of built this like storyline around them, this reputation. So let me repeat myself. The point of this is that the more you share, but it also depends what you share. The more you share, your story, your journey, you express it with people, the more you could potentially get their love and their support, and their backing. Or quite the opposite, right? You get criticism, you get isolation, distrust. We're always sharing stories via different methods. So this is perhaps a 15-minute way of saying, be aware of what you're sharing. Reflect on what you're sharing. And know that you've got the power to choose what you share and who to share it with. And if you've done that reflection to say, oh, well, I don't really like what I've shared. I've been pretty honest with myself. I don't like 75% of what I share every day. And who I share it with. Then know that you've got the power to change that. Now, that's a completely separate topic, right? How do you change your story? What kind of story are you talking about? Well, I'm talking about, again, it goes back to your identity, perhaps. That's one. Who you believe you are. And that dictates, that drives a lot of the things that you do every single day. How you feel, how you think, how you act, how you dress, how you speak. I'm going to leave you that. What was that? I am going to leave you with that. This is probably the longest video that I've made so far on YouTube. I don't want to make these too long, but you could say I was inspired. Once again, congratulations to the world champions, the New York Knicks. Okay, well, sorry, wrong sport. I am a Knicks fan though. Spain, congratulations. And also, I think we all won. For those who watched the game yesterday, was it France 4, England 6? I mean, that was a crazy game. We were all winners, including those two, and then everyone who watched that. So, congratulations there. I'm really gonna miss the World Cup. It was a great time to watch it. I loved it. And thank you, Miami, for being an excellent host. And I think overall the sentiment of this World Cup and people coming to America to experience our culture, there was some positive feedback there. And it quite frankly surprised me. But anywho, that's on a side tangent. Thank you for sticking with me. Thank you for sticking with me. Until next one.